Hi, I'm Anne Marie Lowers, Senior Director of Therapy Services for Memorial Health System. Athletic trainers are people that are used to keep athletes safe. They're medical professionals on an athletic football field or basketball court. Many high schools have them and many high schools do not. So the problem scenario was that a remote school not local to the community, was asking for help. How do we convince our school board, how do we convince our community that having an athletic trainer in our school system is the right thing to do? We want one, we think we need one, but we need to convince all of the players, the school board, and the community that we need one. To solve the problem, there's several elements. I think that everyone needs to ask themselves, do we really need an athletic trainer? Do we have the skills? Some coaches have some skills and they can keep some of their athletes safe, but one of the issues is that the coach needs to coach. So having an athletic trainer who's dedicated to the students and to the athletes and sometimes to the community that comes to observe. Athletic trainers have been pretty integral in keeping the spectators healthy and safe as well. So is it right for your community? Do you have enough sports? What are all the sports that you have? Do you serve male and female athletes? So you have to look at what is and is it a full-time job? So if I'm going to bring an athletic trainer to my school, is this a full-time job? Is it a part-time job? What do we have to offer them? Do we have a training room? Do we have the geographic facilities that we can have them housed at the school? With the facilities, can both the male and female athletes get to the facility and to the place? Some of them are some schools have their athletic training room as part of a locker room. Well, it's not really conducive then to every gender of the athletes trying to come to it. The news is full of catastrophic events that have happened to somebody's child. And as I want to solve this problem, I certainly want to not have to do it by personal experience. So looking at the news and sudden cardiac death and a lot of bad things that have happened to a lot of communities and a lot of families, first of all, I think having an athletic trainer is going to help protect our community from having something that happens that hurts us that much. Secondly, I think that it's not a huge expense, but working on creative ways to figure out how do we pay for it and what does it bring back to us in value. So looking at the value of what they bring versus how much they cost and figuring out, is it booster money? Is it, support from another, entity in the community such as a hospital? How do we afford this and bring it together, and what does it bring to everybody? So I think looking at what is the benefit, and it's always that benefit cost balance that you have to offset. Do they bring in more benefit than they bring in cost? Then it makes sense to do it. And certainly integrating that athletic trainer into the community and into the fiber of the school so that they're just part of the population. Once schools know that they have one, it's hard to think about ever not having one or removing that position once they have one.